Couple questions for you before we get into the ZK stuff because that's super exciting. But I had Justin Sun of Tron on here 6 months ago, and first of all, he said a bunch of things, but he said I own more Ethereum than Vitalik. That was one of the things he said, and he said they should stay proof of work because that's working right, and leave the proof of stake to us other layer ones. Recently, he's talked about the hard fork. Justin will be back here, I think, in 2 weeks. What do you say to Justin or this concept of hard forking it or keeping it proof of work?
Yeah, so I mean, to Justin, I would only say this thing that, it's about the vision of the community. The vision of community, Ethereum community, is actually to go to mass adoption. Like, we don't want to be in this, niche or this corner of this market where we are some weirdos. And, as a whole Web3 or crypto people, we are some weirdos and, doing our thing in the corner. I think Ethereum wants to be globally recognized, globally utilized. And I can tell you one thing, I can tell you very humbly, that there would not be any person probably on this planet in Web3 who would have spoken to more developers, more enterprises, more application builders than me and my team combined. There is absolutely no doubt somebody could have done that. And I'm not saying that, nobody would, I'm saying orders of magnitude, like probably 10 times. Any other team would have spoken to a number of developers, combine their number and multiply by 10. Like, that would be the number that we have spoken. And with large enterprises, with Facebooks of the world, Instagram, you see that all of them are now, building on, Polygon and things like that. They all, like enterprises, we actually even worked with a Fortune 50 company, and then they built something using Polygon's open source technology. But at the time of going live, they had this kind of revolt within their organization that NFTs are evil because they are proof of work, and then that is environmentally unsustainable and all that. We don't even realize on a larger scale. And Justin can also actually research more on this, is that how much opportunities of adoption in the mainstream have been squandered because of this narrative of proof of work being environmentally unsustainable. So it's extremely important if Ethereum wants to go mainstream, which Ethereum community wants to go and be available in the mainstream. And it's not about having this core niche and having some number go up tokens and assets over there. It's about whether we can really bring the kind of vision of the forefathers of this industry, like where everybody has more equal opportunity, their voices are heard, like individual rights. And when I say, I'm not saying them as a rhetorical this thing, like, oh, everybody should have right, like a political statement or something, right? I really mean that, like, with today we spend 60-70% of our lives in this digital world, right, where you and me are right now interacting through an application, and we own nothing of this application, right? How the way Zoom is doing it, they are recording it on your behalf, or then going to utilize for something we don't even know. Do we even know that when we are having, this is a public conversation, but if there's a private conversation, do we even know that Zoom is recording it or not, where we are sharing important secrets with us, right? So there is no as users, we don't have rights on the internet, and Web3 enables that. And these rights on internet matters a lot because we spend 70% of our lives on internet. And that is what Ethereum community is looking to achieve. That's why it's very important to take this step. It's a hard pill to swallow. Like what Justin is saying, what works, keep it today like this, right? But it's not the right way if your vision is much bigger than this. So you have to take those risks, swallow those hard pills, and keep going towards your mission.
Okay, and the green issue is a real issue because we hear about it sometimes, and people say, oh, when people criticize Bitcoin, they say, oh, it's, people just turn their air conditioning off and it's the same power. I mean, people dismiss it, but you've been dealing with top companies, Fortune 50 companies, and you're saying it's a deal breaker.
It's a deal breaker. It's an absolute deal breaker. And I'm not talking about theory that, you do this, or reduce your air conditioning so that you can power Bitcoin. That is not practical. That's not how human beings behave. So that's not practical in the short run also. Maybe in the long run, imagine 20 years from now, Bitcoin, like nuclear fusion has been perfected. And then you can, technically there is infinite energy in the world, right? Sure, like, then maybe proof of work might keep working or keep happening this way. But as of today, I'm saying practically, it's kind of in crypto, we say NGMI, not going to make it.
I'm looking for partners, collaborators, colleagues who want to join forces with me around the globe and create real value, generational wealth, and financial freedom for everyone else around the world. Get involved in the cryptocurrency markets, get involved in the NFT markets. This is your moment. Life all comes down to a few moments. Don't let this pass. Now it's not too late. Next year's going to be too late. Ultimately, this is about freedom. That's the way I see it. This is about giving power back to the people and enabling billions of people worldwide to use the financial markets to improve their lives and those of their friends and their families and their communities. Honestly, I think it's a violation of human rights not to allow people basic access to financial services. Because right now people are being kept in the dark, they're being robbed of education, and it's a travesty. And so I'm looking for people that want to join me and be a part of this solution. And that all happens inside the DeFi Academy. The gains my students are making are absolutely amazing. Double, triple digit gains in the first month alone. That's amazing. This will change your life. Now is the time to get involved. I'm going to tell you exactly how my students in my academy made money in the last 30 days. I'm talking about real trading results. And let me just whet your appetite a little bit. Let me hit you with some numbers. I'm talking Brendan from New Zealand is up 68.77% on the month. Steve from Europe up 83%. Albert in Singapore up 169.9% on one single trade. I got Susan up 153% on her call options alone, also rocking 139% returns and 442% returns as well on individual trades. These are people that are changing their financial future in the last 30 days, but it's based on trading discipline.
I've graduated over 500 students from inside my academy from over 54 countries around the world. It's amazing. When it comes to crypto, DeFi, and blockchain, we love this space. We truly believe it's the future. This is down to our core. It's authentic to what we're doing, and everybody can tell through the camera because you can't make this stuff up.
If you're watching me now, wherever you are, I implore you, take 60 seconds right now and join my academy. Apply today. Now you've got a chance. Life all comes down to a few moments. What are you going to do? What's the choice that you're going to make?